about how the feeling of just losing or not having the say, um, being manipulated by people that you love into things, or your power, things that you work towards, your needs. You get like you accomplish something, and then you're due to the fact that you care about your family or friends or whoever, you get manipulated into losing or making the choice to lose that opportunity or so on multiple occasions or a few times, or however, if it's once or multiple times. In my case, it was, how I said in regards to elementary, when I was like 10 years old, and then how I was going to go to another school. I think it was Brébeuf. It was called Brébeuf, and they had this free, they would teach you hairstyling so that you could just go into co-op like right away and then work as a hairstylist. So basically when I entered high school, those laws changed and you needed to go get like a college degree and so on for hairstyling. But I changed that anyways because I had to go to an academic school, Catholic academic, and they basically like opened up my files and they just kept bumping me up. So in grade 9, I was basically placed in grade 10 classes because I wasn't supposed to be there. And everything was just always taken away from me due to my mom. We're Armenian, you're a girl, you can't, it's not allowed to pursue academic things, or not even like, it's not necessary, you can't be independent, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're gonna get married, you're just gonna do things with your husband, so on and so forth. And I guess according to my family, I became the rebel because I just never, and my fate never went in that direction anyways. So, yeah, and then SARS hit, so that pretty much delayed a year of me leaving high school legally, because through my own intelligence I got out of that. And like I said, the government was giving me a home where I could work, where I could go to university and college, all tuitions paid for, because I actually received something very hard to attain, and they don't do this stuff. So I think my point is, like, they didn't even get what they wanted. Not my family didn't get what they wanted or expected from me. I didn't get married. I didn't have children. And my fate didn't lead me to that. My fate led me here, despite everything. Despite me going to college and university even after years when it could have been free to me, and I went and I spent my own money after to go back in other ways, and pursue things when I was like in my 20s or whatever. Things weren't working over there. It was like everything brought me here. It sounds really weird and confusing, but I had some other things to say, but I swear the sun is frying my brain. Okay, so as you all know, I don't talk to anybody in my family, like nobody. Not cousins, not mother, not sister, brother. They're all in their own little world, and I'm separate from them. They don't understand me. They never will. I don't need them to. I don't need it. But this, I think, all this, because in my last video I was saying, it keeps coming up. And some people, whether they're in spirituality or something, or psychology, they're like, okay, well, you don't have to create or cause, you can just observe and then let things go, sure. But there's an underlying message if something keeps repeatedly showing itself to you and reminding you of that pain. Do you know what I'm saying? If it still hurts, doesn't mean you have to heal. It hurts because you got to make another decision, another choice, something different. So this literally is going in all areas of a person's life. It makes you make decisions. So for example, my boundaries are really up. And if someone tries to break it down and destroy me in 1 second, I am not tolerating it anymore. I used to tolerate so much. I used to stay silent, and just hear the person out or be better, do better, which doesn't really get you far all the time. I'm telling you right now. And the most important thing, I'm not telling you to go there and scream at everyone all the time and everything, but I'm at that point where it's like, I'm just not tolerating it. A normal human being doesn't go disrespecting people, you know? So if anybody, like even with my clientele, like if I get calls for my work in psychology or even like in any of the spiritual things that I do, whether it's family or people who want to be my friends, I just don't tolerate it. The second I see you disrespecting a boundary of mine, you're out. I don't even give people chances anymore. I used to. I don't. No. I don't do it. I don't expect you to like me, but I don't do that shit, man. I don't do. I've always been a loving and caring person, so I deserve 100 times better. Do you know what I mean? So if I keep allowing certain people to take away my building blocks, in a sense of I know where I'm going and I'm being guilted or manipulated into something, there's a reason why I don't get into relationships anymore, right? There's no need to. Because when you're happy doing things alone, why do you need to be in a relationship that's going to be removing all that happiness away from you? Why do you need to be in a relationship that's going to be, and majority of relationships are this way. Like I won't tolerate it anymore. There's no tolerance. So like I was saying, whether it's like a friend or somebody coming trying to build some relationship, a guy, girl, whatever, the second I see some abusive or disrespect, and like it happened like 2 or 3 times today with some clientele, you know, where they try to be smart with me in a sense of manipulation, it's not important that I get into detail, but like, forget about even the law or the policy or the rules of how we go about things, you know, in our work. But the second, it doesn't mean if someone's paying you, like for example, I'm being paid to do my work for counseling or psychology or services in regards to witchcraft or philosophical nature. If someone is just to fuck around with me and to put me down in a way that's like not very direct, but in a manipulative way. Oh, to see how good you this, or whatever. Like, no, man, go find someone else. And I'm very blunt now. I'm very direct to the point where I'm like, I will how about you go somewhere else, please, in a very nice manner. I'm very happy for you to find your purpose in life, just not with me. Move on. And I think this is why certain elements keep repeating, where things will be shown to you. It hurts, things from the past, not because you need to be healed. It's because a lot of times there is a message there that's telling you things that is no longer tolerant within your makeup. If people keep thinking about me 25 years later, 30 years down. Now, I talk about myself a lot on my journey because all my life it's always been about other people. Anything I've ever done has always been for other people. So me making these videos is a form of me taking my power back, because when I speak my truths, people can't handle it. There's nothing to argue about. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, move on. And I don't care if you don't like it, because I like it and it is this way for me. You people still continue to say, this and that, which is fine, to each their own, but go find yourselves. It's just not going to be with me, because I don't allow this into my energy field anymore. My mental health and my peace is so important. It's so important. It takes me 5 minutes to restore something. And me settling a few years, a decade, or a lifetime with people that are far less than, what I deserve, because I deserve so much goodness for everything I put in, everything I do, everything I've ever done. What did I ever get out of it? The 4 corners of this walls that I paid for and fucking was tortured psychologically, financially, Like, who? Where are you, and where are you? Other people who are similar to me. You know what I'm saying? Where are they? Because every time I look around in all these people's lives, they've got family members and friends sending money to them while you guys don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just me and my four fucking this and that. So I will never allow ever again. I don't care how much love you say you have for me. I don't care how much you miss me. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Guys, I'm 35 years old, and from this day forward, I don't care. And I will not tolerate less than what I deserve. Through my work, through how I earn my work, through my presence, friendships, acquaintances, through relationships and everything else in between and far into the future. No more. Just no more. And please just don't contact me. It's going to repeatedly go in a cycle that you already know the answer to, and you're just going to look like a fool. And I don't care. I don't care. No more. I'm not entertaining it. All right. So, this is why it's repeatedly showing itself to me. I genuinely, it's not even me taking my power back. I've always had the fucking power. If people keep repeatedly trying to manipulate me into things and not wanting to let go of me, it means I've got the power. It means I've got something you want. It means I've got something you need. Because you can't find that within yourself. And that's why none of you can embrace this fucking independence that I've created. Some of you just say, oh, tell her to get married, you know. Why do you have to? Are you married? Are you married? If you're not, how about you start looking at your own life? And if you are married, are you happy? Do you know who you are? I can guarantee you most of you will say no. Don't compare your lives to mine. We don't have the same upbringing. You don't have the same family circumstances, childhood experiences. You're not me. You will never be me. Your mind doesn't operate like mine. You haven't accomplished things such as I have, and you haven't been the underdog and haven't received credit for the things that you have done. Because all my life, every fucking thing I've ever done for myself and others has been brushed under, hidden, and instead of me receiving the credit, the honor, the dignity that I've deserved, because no one else has fucking done what I've been doing. I don't fucking see it anywhere. I didn't see it in Canada. I don't see it here. I've been the problem for doing everything for everyone. So, I just wonder. I say to myself, if I've been doing everything for everyone, helping them succeed, helping them move on with their life, help them get out of depression, psychological problems, and I'm not talking about in my work, I'm talking about in real life as friends and family. I've helped my mom get out of a stroke when no one in the family gave two shits that she's dying in the hospital. No one. Not one of her kids. Excuses after excuses. And instead, by everyone, I've been labeled as the problem, the one who creates the problem, the one who makes things work. And then I leave. I physically remove myself from these people's lives. I emotionally remove myself out of these people's lives. And they still continue to talk about me. They still continue to think about me. They still continue to contact me. So really, I'm the problem. Well, what a fucking life this is. I'm the problem when I succeed at you moving on with your life. And so I just choose to live my life the way I choose to live my life. And if everyone is so fascinated with me, sure, I'd be fascinated. Look, most people are doing the same things in life as everybody else. Sex, drugs, cheating. Sex, drugs, and cheating. Manipulating each other to stay in these scenarios and situations to keep getting it. I don't do any of it. okay? Because in order to save my mental health, which I have no fucking desire to be involved in stupid situations with stupid people, that hurts you. That hurts you so fucking much. Because things don't look a certain way for the public. Because you love how the public perceives things. Especially when I'm involved. But you guys all do all the dirty, dirty deeds behind closed doors. And I'm just me behind closed doors. Whatever that fucking means, because most of you don't know a thing about me. But I'm going to close this here because I